So what about nomadic laws? There are no written down laws because 99% of these people can't write. It's actually probably 100%, but we don't like 100% in anything in this class. So, nomadic laws is the law of the ancestors. It's tradition. Why is it tradition? Because it's a hard life and it worked. And if it worked, you keep it. You don't change. Because if you're liberal and you change, something bad might happen. And these people live on the edge of existence. They don't want anything bad to happen. They want to survive, to see another day, to see another summer. They want to get through the winter. So there's no experimentation. There's no, hey, what if? Because if hey, what if means starvation, no way. So these are very conservative societies. But they're also the most communistic societies we've ever had. They're completely communal. Everybody shares everything because everybody needs everyone. You need women's nuts, berries, and fruits, and nobody's there to be like, oh, who picked what fruit? No, 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 no. Because everyone needs food. The same with hunting. There's no, hey, I caught this deer. Oh, you did? Well, we are going to eat it, so thank you very much. But actually, you and 5 other guys caught that deer. You never did anything by yourself. It was a communal society. It's as communistic as you can get. Now, people don't own much, own anything really of personal wealth. They own very little things of personal wealth: a horse, a bow, a spear, some baskets, some jewelry. And so we have a communal society, so the punishment is going to be communal as well. So elders decide on punishment. Now, those elders can be men or women. They just have to be old enough to know what the traditions are. So interesting, the war chief isn't really part of this. Usually, it's not going to be part of this group, even though he has to run the society. The war chief is going to be usually a young man in his 20s, in his 30s. Whereas the elders are going to be old people. Why? I'll give you an example. Even early settled societies, any small society works this way. They don't need judges. They don't need juries. They need a bunch of old people who know what the law is to decide. So how does this work? It works because I wake up in the morning and I'm missing 2 cows. So what do? I go to the bar. I go to the pub. Why? Because that's where everyone's going to be gathered. And so I walk in and I go, hey, can I have a beer? And I drink my beer. And then I go, hey, you know what? I'm missing 2 cows. And someone goes, hey, do you know Billy walked in here an hour ago? He woke up and he had 2 more cows. Well, now I know where my cows went. So do I go and confront Billy? No. If I go and knock on Billy's front door and say, give me my 2 cows, we're going to have a fight, which doesn't benefit anyone. In fact, I'm the one who started the fight. Because when people ask, well, what happened? It's, oh, he found out about Billy. Billy has two new cows, and he just walked off there and started a fight. I'm in the wrong. So instead, what do? I call my grandpapa. I go, hey, grandpapa, Billy stole 2 of my cows. And what does grandpapa do? Grandpapa calls Billy's grandpapa, Billy's papa, and says, yo, we need to have a sit down back at the pub. And in the back of the pub, there's a room, a special room, with a big table. And my grandpapa and his grandpapa get together. And not just them. Every old people's going to want to be there. Why? Because this is a big event. Everyone wants to be there. And my grandpapa has known his grandpa forever. Literally forever. For as long as they can remember, they have known each other. And so my grandpapa and his grandpa sit at one end of the table, and everybody else sits at the other, and everyone's having a nice meal. They get some chicken parm. They get some wine, and they're doing their nice thing. Now, I know I'm giving you an example from settled people, but it works the exact same way. The elders get together in an isolated spot. I'm not there. Billy's not there. In fact, me and Billy are outside waiting to see what will happen. And they have a conversation. And my grandpapa goes to his grandpapa. You know, he stole a couple cows. Yeah, I know he stole a couple cows. He's got to give the cows back. Yeah, I got to give the cows back. Everyone agrees, right? All right, now we have to talk about punishment. All right, let's talk about punishment. All right. 5 punches to the face. Now, what is Billy's grandpapa going to do? Billy's grandpapa is his defense lawyer. He has an interest in protecting Billy. And so he knows there's got to be punishment because he knows Billy did it. Billy, let's just face it, Billy did it. We all know it. He's called Billy the horse thief for a reason. So he stole horses, now he's stealing cows. We all know it. It's fine. So 5 punches to the face. And what is his grandpapa? What's Billy's grandpapa going to say? No. Dude, what the hell? It's only 2 cows. It's 2 cows. And you're getting them back. It's not like he ate them. You're getting them back for 5 punches to the face. What is this? And here's where all the other elders, men and women, come in. Now, of course, I call him my grandpapa. It could be my grandmama. It's the oldest person in the family who has juice, who has authority. But at the other end of this table, everyone's sitting there. The heads of the various families, all the grandpapas and grandmamas, the most important people in the society are sitting there, and they're having their thing, and they're not listening, except they're listening, and they hear 5 punches to the face, and they go, this chicken, I don't know about this chicken. And that little murmur at the end of the table tells my grandpapa 5 punches to the face is too much. It's too much. And so he knows it's unacceptable. So he has to pull back. I'm not getting 5 punches to the face. And so his grandpapa, seeing an opening, says, all right, how about you get back your 2 cows and a chicken with only 1 wing. And my grandpapa says, what the hell? What are you doing? What is that? 1 chicken with 1 wing. Wing's the best part. What are you talking about? We're going to fry them up. We're going to put them with some blue cheese. What are you talking about? And at the end of the table, there's the set. 1 wing. Have you ever seen a chicken with 1 wing? What's going on there? And his grandpapa knows that's too low. That's not acceptable either. And so they negotiate, and it comes out 3 chickens. So my grandpapa will start at 5, he'll start at 2, and we'll get the 3 chickens, and all the people at the end of the thing go, ooh, this is nice, too. Have you seen this? This is very nice. Ooh, I love this little wine. It's so sparkly. It's so, this is just great. And then the old guys finish their lunch, because they're not going to be hurried. They got the young people waiting outside. So they finish, and they're all talking, and like, And they finish, and they come out, and me and Billy are sitting there, and we get up, because old people are in the room, and my grandpapa says, all right, you're going to get back your cows, and you're going to get 3 chickens. And what do I say? Oh, man, That sucks. I want to punch him in the face. And my grandpapa says, shut up. You're going to get 3 chickens. And you're going to be happy with 3 chickens. And that's the end of it. I say, yeah, grandpapa. Okay. And that's the end of it. Done. And his grandpa goes up to Billy and says, you're going to give him 3 chickens. Ah, grandpa, I don't have 3 chickens. That's why I stole 2 cows. What are you doing? How could you? And he says, shut up. Do you know what I stopped from happening to you? It could have been way worse. You're going to give 3 chickens. I'll loan you the chickens. You'll pay me back. Okay, grandpapa. And the dispute is settled. So I may shake his hand really hard when he gives me 3 chickens, but I can't punch him in the face. If I punch him in the face, I have committed the new crime, which now means the grandpapa has to get together with other grandpapas and grandmamas, and they have to deal with this. That's what the law does. The law settles these disputes. You don't have to like the settlement, but that's what it is. You have to accept it. Likewise, Billy has to give me 3 chickens, whether he likes it or not. And they have to be whole chickens. They have to have all their wings and feet. Have to be whole chickens. And that's how, and if you've ever seen The Godfather, you have seen this play out. This is how The Godfather works. The 5 families all get together and they have a big meal in a restaurant, in the back of some restaurant, and there's a big meal, and they're all serving family style, and they're all eating, and there's wine on the table, and the 2 guys have to have a conversation. The 2 guys who have a dispute have a conversation, and everybody else is like, yeah, whatever, you do, you talk, you do your thing, you do you guys, you do you, doing our thing. And Corleone says, look, some words have been said, some people have been killed, my son has been killed, it sucks. And the other guy says, yeah, my son is dead, I can't believe this is happening, we used to get along so well. And everyone goes, we agree, dead kids, bad for business. We shouldn't have that. And then Corleone says, you know, my son is in Italy, he's in hiding, my Michael, I want to bring him home, but I'm worried that some of you guys are going to be stupid. And then the other guy is like, yeah, but this whole thing started because you don't share all the money, and I just want to make some money, and why can't we just get along? And so the other guys are like, hey, you know what? You bring your son home, everything cool. Nobody gets shot, nobody gets hurt, nothing happens. In exchange, you give up a little bit of the money. And everyone says, okay, that's the agreement. And everyone abides by it. Everyone did it communally. Everyone was a part of it. They aired their grievances like it's Festivus. And it was decided communally. If you've seen The Godfather, there's the big scene where they do this. The big sit-down scene. That's how nomadic peoples did it, because everybody knows each other. Everybody has to live with each other. Everybody has to depend on each other. Everybody knows each other. And this is why we're very conservative. Because in 20 years, 30 years, I am going to be in that same room. Looking at Billy, going, can't believe your grandson stole my grandson's cows. Didn't this happen before? Yeah. It happened before. And what was the punishment? Did I punch you in the face 5 times? No. It was a chicken with 1 wing. Rah! It was 3 chickens. I was there. Comes the people down at the back thing. Friends who are now old people who remember everything about what you did in junior high school. And they're like, I remember you were there. This is why memory is very important, because nothing is written down. And you have had these friends. I know you've had these friends, because I've had these friends who tell a different story than the events that happened, and you're constantly like, dude, no. That was never true. Remember the time you almost. No! I was there. It was. You're talking about me. That didn't happen. No. I didn't even go on that roller coaster. No, it was Joey who threw up. Now, I don't know if it was Joey. Was Joey even there? Yes. Every time we get together and you tell this story, you tell it wrong. So memory is incredibly important. And since people's memories, we know, are faulty individually, you get them communally. And that's why old people are important in this society. They are the history. They're the collective memory. And that's going to be the law, because the law is that tradition. What? You stole 2 cows? What was the punishment we did? Three chickens. All right, well, 3 chickens was good then. We'll do it good now. There's no inflation in the ancient world in chickens. So you go, well, all right, we'll do 3 chickens. Maybe there is inflation, and in 30 years it'll be 4 chickens. 3 chickens, that's not a lot, but remember, we used to have less chickens, but throw in an extra chicken. All right, we'll throw in an extra chicken. But the point is that men and women decide this communally. So we have society and economics. We have government, which is led by an individual, a communally accepted individual. So we have communal communist economics. We have communal decided government, but government is led by one person. One person has to make the decisions. This is not government by committee. Nobody is asking Khal Drogo to sit on a council and have discussions. There's no debate. There's no democracy here. One person has to lead. But the laws are communal as well. So, okay.